Who did you take most of your inspiration from when you decided to create this Big Baby Scumbag brand that you've created? Where did you take most of your inspiration from?
Man, honestly, this goes back to me just being a kid and like just like make pretending I had my own brand of shit and like, you know what I'm saying, just kind of going back to like being in like the 3rd grade, 4th grade and like playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to put the dragon on it, you know what I'm saying? And like that the logo is a play off of like those trucker logos, like a Mac logo, you know what I'm saying, where it's like the bulldog, the circle around it with Mac, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the shit I put out is just the influence of shit that I fucked with when I was younger, like the skateboards, for instance, like a lot of the skateboards and shit, just trucker hats. The trucker hats, I was influenced by NERD. Like Pharrell was wearing the trucker hats with the brain, the NERD brain logo on it. You know what I'm saying? I want to make hockey jerseys, dude. I was wearing so many hockey jerseys back in high school, man. Like I had a fucking collection of them.
And you got all like the NASCAR stuff too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's really big on you.
Like, dude, with NASCAR, it was kind of a thing. Like, I was always going to the thrift store and shit, and like, you know, us like being out here in Florida, like it's like NASCAR capital. Yeah. So
they sell it at the gas stations.
Yeah, nah, like it's everywhere. So it's
right next to the butterfly knives.
It's inevitable, bro. So like I became a NASCAR fan without even realizing it, because I was buying these shirts just because they look cool. I was like, damn, like these shirts are fire and shit. And then like I'm gonna say around like 2014, one of my homies, Black Cray, at that time I wasn't even rapping yet, but Black Cray had put out a song called Daytona 500. He had put out a handful of songs that was like NASCAR reference, you know what I'm saying? And like I was like, damn, yo, this shit is tight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else is into this NASCAR shit too, like I am, you know what I'm saying? Let alone like somebody that I really fucked with musically. Yeah. So it just fueled the flame of, all right, like I'm gonna take the NASCAR shit somewhere, for real.
Yeah, it's kind of like your music is like a crossover of meme culture. You know what I mean?
For sure. Like my music is a product of my everyday thoughts, what I watch on TV, movies, video games, pop culture, cartoons, lifestyle, all that shit, man.
Yeah.
All that shit in one fucking boiling pot, and I stir it up, and you know what I'm saying? Like all of my songs is just like this is you know what I'm saying, a view into my world. You feel me? So yeah, man. My girl will tell you like Tiger King, like when that came out, like I was strictly Tiger. I didn't want to watch nothing else but Tiger King.
Yeah.
Like, Tiger King.
Yeah, well you gotta finish it before you start something else.
Yeah, no, for sure. So
right after right
after I finished the Tiger King, I was like, yo, because what's so crazy about that shit, dude, is like I didn't know, like, so I knew about Big Cat Rescue. I used to live like 10 minutes from Big Cat. But like I never knew like all that shit was happening.
Isn't that crazy?
There, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, dude, like I gotta make a song about Joe Exotic. Like I feel like it's a right of like what? Like I'm from Tampa, dude. Like, I gotta do this shit.
That's the craziest thing about like around here, this area. I mean Florida in general, but this area for sure. There's like so many things like that. Like Big Cat Rescue, you lived there forever. You always drove past it, but you never knew that crazy story behind it.
Never knew about Carol Baskin and just that whole shit. And what's crazy, dude, is that there's kind of like a theory, and you know, there's this one scene on Tiger King, and Carol Baskin is talking about walking down Nebraska Avenue.
Yeah.
Now, anybody familiar with Tampa knows what Nebraska Avenue is. You know what I'm saying?
Could you describe Nebraska Avenue?
Yeah, what is Nebraska?
Nebraska Avenue is just very sketchy. It's a very sketchy street. You know, it's where a lot of, you know, prostitution goes down. You know what I'm saying? So in Tiger King, Carol Baskin, she had said, yeah, like I'm walking down Nebraska to clear my head, this and that. and her husband, well, he wasn't her husband at that time, but Dan, he was driving down that street and just picked her up, told her to hop in. You know what I'm saying? Dan's a millionaire.
And he gave her a gun.
Yeah, point this at me.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't know, man, but
that
Carol
relationship
Baskin,
was doomed from the start.
Carol Baskin might have been a prostitute, dude. You never know, man.
She very well could have been.
What
That's
are
a
your
good point.
feelings on Carol Baskin now that some time has passed? You maybe had some time to reflect. Do you still feel the way that you did in your song?
Anna, she did it. She did
She
that
did
shit.
it?
She did that shit, man.
Really?
What? She did. Because what's so crazy is, like, dude, like, a lot of that shit just doesn't add up. But then one thing that is kind of weird, though, is, like, one of Dan's friends was on the show. And his friend was saying that, like, the day before he disappeared, Dan was like, yo, like, if I can pull this off, this will be the slickest thing I've ever done in my life. It was like, what?
I think
Here's how I look at it. If he was the kind of dude who's going to drive down Nebraska, pick up some bitch and give her a gun and say, point this at me, I need someone to talk to.
Yeah.
You're the same kind of dude who's going to take off to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And you're going to be, living with a new hooker every
He
day.
got a whole new name.
That was a
Yeah.
time in America when you could still just disappear yourself. There's no
Yeah.
phones. You could still pay with cash for everything. You didn't need credit cards. He
Yeah.
just probably paid people off along the way.
He's living large. He's living in a house with like 14 underage girls in Costa Rica.
Bunch of tigers.
Bunch of
for
time.
real. But see, that's the crazy part, man. Because Carol Baskin was doing a lot of sketchy shit, man. So it's like, I don't know, man. And then even Dan's family was saying how, like, Carol basically, like, threatened to cut them off. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they if they talk to the media and, you know what I'm saying, did all this. So it's like, oh no, dude. But yeah, man.
That's a weird conspiracy. Well, they opened up the case again, didn't they? They opened up the
Yeah.
investigation.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know what the latest is on
What's
that.
the latest
It
development?
just
on
seems
that?
too obvious. It just seems way too obvious.
Yeah, man.
For the Lions, like, come on. Or tigers. What the fuck?
Yo, like, what's crazy about Big Cat Rescue 2 is, like, dude, like, it's being from Tampa, like, shit is, like, literally right in front of your face. Like, dude, I was at Publix the other day, and there was 2 people there that had Big Cat Rescue volunteer shirts on.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
What color?
They were red.
Oh, okay.
What is that level?
I think that's newbie level.
Noobs?
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
noobs.
They're making
I'm
sub
not
runs
even
for
sure. But
everybody?
I was like,
Rookies.
I looked, I took a double take. I was like, oh. But yeah, man. Free Joe Exotic, man.
Yeah, free Joe.
What's up with him? Didn't he get coronavirus
I don't know.
or something?
You know,
Like,
what
what's
happened
up
to
with
that?
him?
You're
I have no
right.
idea.
What
He
happened
just
to
kind of
that?
disappeared.
He did. Yo, they was saying he caught that shit. I mean, shit. I think he's healthy now.
I would hope so.
You know what?
Healthy
On
as
his
he can be.
if y'all go to his Instagram,
He's got his husband running it.
yeah,
His husband.
they're posting like memes of like the what's the dude's name that took over the park?
Oh yeah, I forgot his name.
I forgot, but they're posting memes of him. They're trying to like blackmail him now. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to take him.
They're doing
down.
like the same smear campaign they were doing for Carol. to him.
Yeah. Now they're trying to take him down. So Joe Exotic's whole Instagram is just like, yeah, like he's doing shady shit. Like he needs to be in jail too. It's crazy, dude.
I thought he was gonna get pardoned for a second.
By Trump?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man. I thought what's crazy is like he doesn't have bail. I don't think he has bail because I looked up his net worth, dude. Joe Exotic is stacked.
Is he
bro.
really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you gotta have money to be flipping
I don't
those
think
kind
he-
of tigers.
I don't-
Flipping tigers.
I don't think he got bail. I think he got to do that time or something, bro. Cause yeah, no, he's stacked, dude.
Something's fucked up with that whole situation.
Doesn't add up.
No, it definitely doesn't add up.
Hey, man, free Joe Exotic. He ain't do nothing, man. For real.